Okay guys, so now we've passed the guard or we've taken them down, we've ended in the top position and side mount. What do we do and how do we finish this choke? Now, Jason von Flue, UFC Ultimate Fighter, made this one popular, right? Everyone started to do it after he saw it, and it's been around for a long time, been doing it for years. But there's a lot of little details, and he's doing a great job of it, but you see it around the internet. And there's little things that you'll find that start to get a little annoying when you're doing it. So I'm going to show you a couple little tips here. So Brandon's down. First we'll go over the mechanics. I've already passed his guard. I've got the side mount, but he's got my head. So if you are new to jiu-jitsu and this happens to you, you're Brandon, and you have the guy in a guillotine, let go. It's not worth it. Just watch you don't get caught in any other extra chokes. You should be defending the side mount, not trying to choke the guy from the bottom. That's doing that is a lot more advanced. If you've been around for a while, then you're going to know some tips and tricks to be able to reverse the situation. But really, Brandon should be not grabbing onto my head. So just keep that in mind. For myself, what I want to do is when I pass, I don't want him to let go. Absolutely not. So when he has my head, I'm going to clamp my arm up nice and high, and this arm's already around his neck and grabbing onto his bicep. So if I just keep this hand here, Brandon, pull your arm out. He can't. Okay? Sorry. He can't if he's flat. If Brandon turns to his side, then he's going to be able to pop it out. But then you can see what's coming up soon. Okay? That's going to get covered for you guys in a bit. Now, slide back a bit. What we want to do is we want to make sure that arm is stuck. And by reaching up nice and high, we limit his ability to get his arm free, but also it does this to his shoulder. It jams his shoulder into his neck. So I have this arm is already around into his armpit, and I grab this one up high, and you can see it lifts his shoulder up. As I do that, I look up, and my hands, and this is the little detail a lot of people miss, a lot of people put their hands like this underneath the guy's shoulder and then try to squish. The problem is this crushes your hands, and it makes the grip a little bit weaker. I want to turn my hand up and then chase it with this hand. I want to reach here. Now Brandon can feel a choke, and I'm not even pushing with my right side yet. I put him flat, and then I straighten my right leg and drop my hip down. Okay? If it's underneath his shoulders, I'm taking this shoulder off of his neck, and I'm crushing my own hands. So we want to be mindful of that. We don't want to be squishing our hands, and we also want to make sure that we're putting energy into the choke. So again, we're here. Big things that you'll see is if you rush the choke, and it's hard to do this choke fast, sometimes you get the guy's jaw. So if you're having problems in side mount, go back into the guy's guard, line it up from the beginning, and get to the position there. If you find it's on his jaw, your best thing to do, wait. Just be patient. It's going to slip in. He's going to try and move around. Okay, just focus on keeping him flat and not squishing your hands. And one other detail, don't lift your hips up in the air. Okay? So for here, I don't want this. I don't want my hips up. Sometimes he's going to push on my hips with his hand, okay, and that's annoying. We can do little things like turn my hip down, and that will help a lot. And sometimes they'll have their forearm in, but you know what? Be patient and wait for it. It's going to happen. What we're looking for is that sensitivity with the bicep right on the side of his neck. Once you feel that, you're good to go. If you feel his jaw, be patient, because sometimes everybody has that guy in the club who's got a head like a pumpkin. Really, really wide, really, really big, all jaw, little neck, really hard to get. You can get him with this choke, but you just have to be a little bit more patient. Right? Now, if there's like the virtual clock, you know, the clock is actually ticking down, 10 seconds left, and it's a tournament, sometimes you have to go for the tap, or virtual clock, self-defense, guys running at me to boot me in the face, okay, I'm going to have to go a little bit faster with this. And it might turn it into a crank. But the nice chokes, the chokes that put guys to sleep are the ones that you don't crush your grip with. So if you find you're squeezing too hard, you're not making a really nice blood choke. You're going to make more of an air choke or just crushing the guy's jaw. So practice this one, guys.